Hi there people, this is Spray Love and I'm back for another fragrance review. And this is a very specific fragrance because I'm always saying that it doesn't fit my skin. It makes me smell like a church, but that I adore it and that on other people it's really nice. This one is Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford. I've got that 10 milliliter just because I got it on a huge discount recently, so yeah, that's pretty much it. And I was like, why not? Let's just give it a try. It's a good opportunity to just try that fragrance that, like, on paper is something that I really love, and that when I smell it, it's amazing, but on me, it never goes well. So then I get it, and I'm like super anxious of the result. I spray some on me, and it's amazing. And I'm like bewildered. It's so good. So and after that, I'm just thinking something that I didn't think before, but what will my fiance think of that? So at some point, I just hand her the travel spray, and I tell her, okay, I bought that. It's a little present for myself because it was a huge discount. And then she's like, yeah, but it's still expensive. I'm like, I know, but it's a private brand from Tom Ford. It's expensive, you know. And then she smells it and she's like, are you sure it's worth it? I don't think it's really good. And I'm very scared. But then I put some on some other time, and then she smells it on me and she's completely wild. She's liking it so much. She's saying it's probably my best fragrance overall. So yes, it really worked. So now I'm addicted to it, and I've worn it every single day apart from today and yesterday, where I was wearing Allure Homme by Chanel to test it. But I resist. Like, I'm probably gonna take a shower just to get that during the night, so that it's so good. I'm wearing it every day since I got it. It lasts so long. The vanilla stays until the next morning. The vanilla is superb in that fragrance. The tobacco is really like, it's tobacco blossom and tobacco and incense. So you've got the smokiness. You have the kind of cigar-like character of just tobacco, like fresh tobacco, and you've got the tobacco blossom that has a little tobacco scent, but a bit more floral, and it's amazing. There's also, the more it dries down, the more there's the fruitiness and sweetness of the dried fruits that kind of appear, even though it's there right at the beginning. The more you go, the more it's present, and it's amazing. It's super sweet. It's kind of like, those holiday fruitcake that I never like to eat, but it smells really good. So that's kind of the smell you're going for. It's kind of a smoky, fruity, spicy fragrance. So quite a gourmand. Some people say it's really, really masculine because of the tobacco, because of the spiciness. It does feel a bit like you're, in the old school gentleman's club where people are smoking cigars, pipe tobacco, and drinking scotch, and that kind of smell that you would get. So it kind of has that masculine feel about it. This very powerful. It's a very powerful and spicy fragrance, warm and spicy fragrance. But as I always say, it can easily be worn by anyone. So ladies, do try. Anyone can wear this. I mean, it's like it doesn't. This doesn't have any gender assigned to it, and some people just don't assign themselves to any gender, and they can still appreciate those kind of fragrances. But it does have that, that reminiscence of the cigar, pipe tobacco kind of vibe, that it was like men doing that during really, really old times. and it's very elegant. It's very nice. You see yourself in a suit with that. You start with darker clothes, with a sense of elegance, of um, composure. You need to present yourself well when you've got like that in the game, and it's so sexy. It is really sexy, and if you're going out with it, probably going to be something that people are going to compliment you about, because you will feel very confident, very in control, very like powerful in your own life, and that's the kind of vibe that you should have. That's why it's probably difficult for some younger people to wear it, because you're not like people that are young like me or younger than me don't have necessarily the level of control over their lives, the level of self-assurance, confidence. But it's probably a way to reach that goal at some point. And I think I pull it off really well in general, and I think that a lot of people my age and even younger can pull it off very very well. It depends on your life story. It depends on where you are in your process of life, but it's still. I think it's still a good way to get it to a better place, like an even better place, and the fact that I'm, very big, and most of the time I dress myself quite elegantly, quite like classy clothing. Perhaps that does fit me better than something else. Depends on who you are and what image you want to project, but it's an amazing fragrance. It's so good. And I'm just see, it's amazing, and the incense is really good too in there. It's got that mysterious vibe, very dark, dark and mysterious. I always like that. I'm that kind of guy that likes the dark and mysterious vibe. And yeah, it's yeah, it's powerful, it's confident, it's everything you want. It's good for the job, good for the evening outs, good for everything. It's just that it's mostly winter fragrance, because it is reminiscent of Christmas, because of the dried fruits, because of the spiciness, because of sometimes the candles, the incense, everything. It is really reminiscent of like wintertime and mostly Christmas. But I can assure you, I'm probably gonna wear that uh, in many other situations. So that being said, like it or not, spread love and spray love. Bye bye.